MOUSESPORTS, not MOUSESPORTS, not MOUSESPORTS, not anything else you're thinking. It's MOUSESPORTS. That's how it's pronounced. Now we can get ready, set, go. I think that's the biggest, that's going to be the hardest thing to figure out during this video. Honestly, real talk, is going to be how to pronounce this team's name. Because I think the roster is pretty cut and dry. I think we know what we're getting with them. This is your MOUSESPORTS roster. You got Jermaine and Dardes, the Bruise Brothers coming back. We know what's happening. Cherio in the jungle. Nika solo. Big man Tings mid. Couple of things to unpack here, right? Okay, real talk. First things first. Jermaine and Dardes, love them. That's it. Just love them. I do want to know who's the issue. Jermaine and Dardes have gone through a lot of teammates, and that generally speaks to a larger issue at hand. But their play speaks for itself. So I love watching Jermaine and Dardes do their thing. I am not afraid of them performing in the game of Smite. However, they seem to be chasing people away, and I don't know what to think about that. Jermaine and Dardes play very well together. They're aggressive. I think that's going to bode well for Season 5. I think teams have been looking and almost making it a kill lane. Going weird things like Naja support. So two things. One, aggressive duo lanes are in. You want to fight in that long lane. Two, your duo lane is staying a true duo lane for a little bit longer instead of just leaving the hunter alone. So Jermaine and Dardes, two players that are fine in their own individual right, but definitely look better as a package. They're going to bode well. They're going to excel here in Season 5, excuse me. And C, this is a world, I forgot what I was going to say for C. But I swear I had a third point. Jermaine and Dardes, though, aggressive in the duo lane, that's a positive. Sticking together longer throughout the course of the game, that's also positive. Oh, and C, the third one, is that right now, there's a lot of flexibility in the support role. You don't have to go Guardian. We're seeing a lot of Warrior and even Assassin supports, which means the world of knock support that Dardes likes to play is open as well. There's a lot of options for Dardes there, whether it stops at knocks or he finds another interesting place to go. A lot of positives here for this duo lane. And I'm talking a lot about this duo lane because I think this is not only the best part about this team, but perhaps the only good thing about this team outside of Cherio. Now, I have always, let me preface this statement by saying I've always been a fan of Cherio, not in a traditional, like, sign my mouse pad type fan, but as an analyst, as an educated viewer, I've always been like, damn, Cherio is mad good. And the idea that he can only play Guardians is a fallacy. He can play Assassins. First of all, let's stop talking about classes. I hate talking about classes, but he generally goes tanky in the jungle, right? We see Cherio is known for the Ymirs. He's known for the Athenas. He's known for stuff like that. But he has a great Naja. He's got a fantastic Hun Bats. We've seen them. We've watched them. We've seen it go down. So I'm not overly concerned. I think there's a lot of nonsense being spoken about oh well, Cherio can't play tanks in the jungle anymore. Looks like it's a wrap. I think the tanks are probably more viable in the jungle than you actually think, but Assassins are dummy strong, no reason not to play it. He can absolutely play it. Little bit of concern there, but not anything to, like, completely rattle my view. Jermaine and Dardes, again, everything that's worked for them in the past is going to continue to work for them here. Very excited. Big man Tings in the middle lane is perhaps the biggest question mark we've been given in a long time. What the hell's gonna happen there? Big Man Tings was a good support. Wasn't bad. Definitely was, I'd say, slightly above average, right? Definitely wasn't the best support in the league. How will he translate to mid? Question mark. What is his god pool? Question mark. I mean, how does he work with this team? This is the biggest question mark for me. And coming into season 5, especially with a player like Cherio who doesn't, I mean, Cherio is less plug and play than some of the other junglers, I would say. It's not a negative, it just is. I'm not thrilled. I love Big Man Tings, and I hope that he comes up. But this is one of those, sometimes you just, there have been times where, Fine OK was a perfect example, where I didn't have much data. I saw him play a couple of times, and I said, this guy's the real deal. Can't tell you exactly why or how, but this guy's the real deal. I got a feeling. Frankly, I think I was right. Screw all you Fine OK haters. Big Man Tings, on the other hand, in the middle lane, I got one of these bad feelings, dude. I don't know if it's going to work. Jermaine and Dardes can chase out another middle laner and find somebody else. I don't know if this Big Man thing is going to work. And Nika in the solo lane. Nika's a good dude. He's a smart guy. I think that his play was not up to snuff the last time we saw him at the pro level. I hope that he's gotten better. I hope that he's improved, because I think that he's a very smart person. And he's the type of person I want on my team. But I question if this squad wants Nika badly enough to overlook bad play. And I don't think that's going to be good enough. MOUSESPORTS is shaping up to be another Jermaine and Dardes extravaganza. They're going to have a party. Jermaine and Dardes are going to look dope. Cherio, Nika, and Big Man Tings are here, and we'll see what happens. This is a negative question mark for me. This is a team that I'm not sure how it's going to go. I am not that positive on this roster. But this is a roster I want to see do well, which is fun. Totally separate conversation. I like these dudes, man. Nika, Cherio is one of my favorite players. Big Man Tings, nothing but good things to say about that guy. But I question the success of this roster at the pro level. Jermaine and Dardes are going to farm people. Will it be enough? That's the question. Will the duo lane carry this team hard enough to win enough games to be successful? I think this is a perfect example of a team that's going to bode well from the minor league system. I think you've got Jermaine and Dardes here. You keep them. Cherio, you probably keep. Big Man Tings, you hope he plays well. And Nika, I mean, you hope he plays well as well, but I'm looking for a standout solo laner that winds up being in the minor league to snatch up and move Nika over to coach. That's what I'm looking for. And probably the same thing with Big Man Tings, to be frank. I still don't understand what this guy's doing in the mid lane. But maybe he's basking. Or maybe he's met Yankee. Who knows? I guess we'll find out here in Season 5. That's MOUSESPORTS. Again, MOUSESPORTS. Not MOUSESports. Not Mouse-E, capital S Sports. None of that nonsense. MOUSESPORTS. Get it right. Do it big. And do it better than these guys are going to do it. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Leave a subscription. Leave a follow. And I don't know, whatever else the hell you do on the internet. It's been fun. And I'll catch you next time. Peace. And much love to you. Boom, 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 after. There it is. It's the outro. Peace.